Ladies, gentlemen, Octanes and Roadhogs, welcome to QRLS Season 6, Week 4. We have one match on the docket tonight. It is Interdivision Week here in the QRLS, and it is going to be a good one. Two teams that are coming off of being swept last week, both looking to secure wins in tonight's series. Joining me in the booth, the first time I think ever that we've been together in a QRLS booth, Alec Big, the captain. Alec, how's it going, my friend?
Thank you. It's been amazing, man. I'm glad to be here with you today. Like you said, I think our first time is actually doing a match together. I'm excited, man. Been kind of MIA on season 6. Been just a viewer, so now to be a little bit more hands-on and get to watch this match tonight, I'm excited.
Yeah, and it is going to be a very fun one. As I mentioned, both teams coming off of being swept last week. You and I have both been on the receiving end of sweeps in our playing careers, and obviously we've both been captains as well. What do you think the mentality is for both of these teams, the Gold Diggers and the Speed Demons, coming off of 0-3 series last week? Gold Diggers are 2 weeks in a row on sweeps.
It's still early in the season, man. I mean, we've seen teams start off with bad records and then come back around. I mean, we got Speed Demons at 3-6, Gold Diggers at 2-7. A sweep for either one of them could put them right in you know, the division standings. I mean, the other guys are 4-5, the Spectres and the Kings. So they could get close to bringing it back together. But you just got to rally your team, figure out now with the 4-man roster who's going to be your guys to run today. But I think today for the captains is going to be a chess day, trying to figure out how do we get these wins and what players do we put in to get those wins.
Yeah, that's honestly a very good point, and I'm glad that you brought up the 4-man rosters. A lot of great strategies that we've seen this season so far. And honestly, some big news today in the QRLS before we get into the match analytics. We had two very spicy trades, both spearheaded by last season's champions, the Hammerheads, which headlines K1 Killer going to the Hammerheads roster. And give us your take on that trade this morning.
I think it's huge. I mean, we didn't see K1 play too big of a role on the Spectres team. And I can see where Masamu is going with his team, and they got a pretty solid team right now between Longneck, Sea Strive, Cub Nuts, and Masamu. So why not try to get something out of it for next season? And you know, another team like the Hammerheads right now, Billy Bob K1 Killer, that's scary. I mean, that's I want to say a Billy Bob Slurpee. Those two, the connection they have, but we always see Billy Bob and K1 both at the top of goals scored. So are they just gonna keep pounding the ball down everybody's throat, or are they possibly gonna lack in defensive? I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. The new Hammerheads roster consists of Billy Bob, K1 Killer, and Joe Papa, who are all former champions in the QRLS. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But back to the analytics of tonight's match. Speed Demons and Gold Diggers, an epic division matchup for the ages. Now, the interesting thing here across the league, both of these teams got swept last week, but both teams are still within 3 games of the division lead in the epic division. And that is the same story across the board in the league. All divisions are still within 1 week striking distance of the last place team. Tell us what kind of formulates into that and what makes that possible here as we enter week 4.
I mean, once we implemented the QRLS player rating system, every season so far has been really close for the most part. Maybe a couple, like 1 or 2 teams haven't been close. But the fact that all teams are within 3 of each other just goes to prove that every game matters. Whether you lose a series or not, every single game matters.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a very good point. Everybody kind of thinks of this league in 3-game chunks, right? Like everybody tries to think 3 games at a time, but like you said, going down to the end of the season, every game matters regardless if you won a series or not, avoiding a sweep and squeezing out that one win could be the difference maker for a team's playoff hopes, and that's going to become evident in the later stages of this season. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about 9 minutes away until kickoff here in the QRLS, and I just want to thank everybody for joining us once again. It is always so much fun to just you sit back, relax, watch some Rocket League. And honestly, I don't know what was more exciting today for me. Obviously, as everybody knows, I run and coordinate all the transactions in the league, Alec. I don't know if it's more fun posting the transactions that come across my desk or watching the Discord react to the transactions, regardless of what they are. You've made a few transactions yourself in your captainship career. Tell me what kind of feeling it is to quote unquote go get your guy.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, some of these captains are planning these moves out so far ahead. I remember when I was first new to the league, Mimsy and K1 were both captains, and they had this giant plan, and they kind of got me into it, but I didn't know the whole plan. Once everything unfolded, I was like, "Oh my god, why did I only get the short end of the stick?" Um, but but I mean, like today I wake up, I'm going through my daily routine, I'm hanging out, and midday comes this transaction, and I see it, and my face just drops because I did not expect K1 to go play with Billy Bob.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially the I want to call it the green blood that flows through K1's veins. Obviously, a king at heart, and the Kings and Hammerheads have sort of a high level rivalry here in the QRLS, being the only two teams with two championships. So, pretty interesting to see, and it's going to be a lot of fun later in the week. But ladies and gentlemen, 7 minutes to go. Give us your take in the prediction. We do have it up. Wager your channel points. We still haven't had anybody cash in any channel point rewards. And Alec, there are some very, very good ones.
Yeah, I'm excited or shocked that nobody's actually done any of them. I wish I could, but every time I, bet my channel points, I end up losing them. So I'm going to hold off today so I don't have any bad curses on any of the teams. But I mean, some of these discounts and the OG6 QRLS poster, I'm surprised nobody's getting to those points yet.
And ladies and gentlemen, as you predict who you think's going to take the series tonight, I am going to ask Alec the also famous question: who do you think takes the cake here tonight?
If I had to take someone, I think I'm going to take Speed Demons mainly because I know most of the players on that team. I'm not too crazy familiar with Waffles and Papa Chunky Puff. I did watch them their last couple of games. They have a lot to prove, and they have been doing really well this season. But Kachao, he's still that big guy on the Speed Demon side, so we'll see what he does today.
Yeah, and Kachao has been lighting up the stat sheet so far this season. He is very high up the totem pole in terms of the way too early MVP race. But as we enter week 4, get into week 5, that's kind of when we start talking playoff scenarios, start talking award, start talking all stars. Kachao, last season's rookie of the season, Captain Sir Bro Dude, last season's most improved player. Von Rabbit was last year's community award winner as well. Give us your take on the award system. Tell me, what kind of feeling it is you being a most improved player yourself.
It's awesome, especially to. I don't know, a big thing for our league is to have fun and to have a competitive aspect with these guys and stuff, but to also get these awards and just know that yeah, it was for fun, but you also get something out of it that people recognize you for. I mean, since I became a captain, I've had this nickname, the Captain. I don't think I'm the best captain that's ever been through here, but that just it puts a smile to everybody's face the second you hear it. So I mean, Von Rabbit, he's one of the biggest guys in the community. So Bro Dude and Kachow, both of them have their own awards. Um, it's just it's lightning.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's all about the recognition. We know how much everybody loves to be recognized, especially in such a long season. It is a long grind indeed. We have been trying not only to involve more players within the league, but even the players waiting for next season who may be declared in the draft. Keep your eyes out because we are definitely trying to get more inner exhibition events throughout the season. And then obviously All Star Week is full of them too.
Maybe we do a scouting award.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings up a very good point. I want to hear everybody's take on potential awards we could be handing out to the community and or to the players here in the QRLS. Give us your take. We are always open and receptive to any sort of criticism or ideas. We also have the suggestion section in the Discord for anybody that can come up with something spicy for the server and or for the league in general. And we have already seen a lot of great ideas that we are working on implementing as we speak. T-minus 3 minutes to go, and the Speed Demons are taking on the Gold Diggers. And we heard Alex's prediction. Let's hear everybody else's. Get your predictions in while the clock is still running, ladies and gentlemen, because you have the chance to win quite a bit of points here tonight. Alec, do we see another sweep? This time, one of the teams coming off of a sweep, getting a sweep back the other way?
I think that needs to be both of their goals, especially to get back close to the rest of the guys in their division, since they haven't played the rest of their games yet this week. So I think both captains' goals need to be to aim for a sweep. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I still think it's 2-1 Gold Diggers. I think they're both gonna put a good fight up.
Yeah, it is. It is going to be a good series indeed. The four-man rosters are once again just such a variable in this league. And last week we did not see the Speed Demons put in their captain, Sir Brodude. Reports have it that he might have had some equipment problems. However, who knows if we will see him tonight? Who knows if we will see El Weekend make his debut for the Gold Diggers tonight? We have not seen him hit the field yet this season. And obviously Von Rabbit made a trade earlier in the season to acquire Waffles on the roster as well. So, there's just so much that goes into the four-man rosters, so many variables, so many strategic mind games too, if you will.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's a chess match, and today's gonna be a big one for both of the captains. Hopefully, everybody's systems are up and running today. That way, if they start noticing something, they can switch their roster, on the dime, come next game.
Yeah, and we saw that example with the Speed Demons in Week 1. They went down 0-2, subbed in Sir Bro Dude, who made his season debut. They went out and looked like a totally different team, so it's going to be very, very intriguing to see how these two teams fare in the four-man games tonight. Speed Demons, little factoid for everybody, was the first team to run 4 players in a game. And ladies and gentlemen, players have hit the lobby, and you know what that means. That means we are just about ready to get in to Champions Field. We are just waiting for players to touch the grass, even though a lot of them might not be touching the grass throughout this one, Alec.
Got that right, especially Kachow. We know he's gonna be up in the air.
Kachow having won 2 Player of the Week awards in the Epic Division this season already. It is going to be very interesting to see if he can make it 3 out of 4 here tonight. Kachow, Nightleaper, and Zethel will take the field, and Von Rabbit, Chunky Puff, and Waffles will take the field for the Gold Diggers. And we are off. Kachow puts this one towards the net. Misses wide. Papa Chunky Puff with the clear on the defensive end, and we have a kickoff, and we have a game, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 of the Speed Demons versus the Gold Diggers in an epic division matchup. Kachow off the sidewall looking to carry some offense. This one's towards the neck. Chunky Puff there to corral. And already we see a lot of speed from both sides, Alec.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, quick to the ball. Nobody has the best control of it right now. I mean, it's definitely on the Gold Digger side right now.
Big push here by the Speed Demons. Night Leaper can't get the touch as he gets an unfortunate bump on his teammate Zethel. Papa Chunky Pup looked for the redirect there with his captain Von Rabbit, but now at the mid, looking to push the offense for the Gold Diggers. Big opportunity thwarted there by the defensive Night Leaper. Von Rabbit puts this one towards the net, misses wide.
That was so close. That's exactly what you need from your captain, just to, give your boy some time and go to work.
Big offensive opportunity here by the Gold Diggers. Another one off the ceiling, but Kachow chases that thing at the mid. Offense coming here from the Speed Demons. Pass off the sidewall, lazy. Big clear by Papa Chunky Puff. Von Rabbit pushes the offensive agenda. Kachow clears it past his net. And Kachow is all over the field defensively here so far, but no real advantage offensively for either side.
Yeah, like I said, it's just gonna be back and forth. I mean, both teams want it bad. It's just who's gonna get the first goal?
Papa Chunky Puff up in the air, looking for a shot. No 50 there by Waffles, I should say, as he looked to push that thing into the net. And now with 3 minutes to go, still no score. Papa Chunky Puff getting this thing by as Night Leaper looked for the shot, couldn't quite connect. Kachow off the sidewall. This one's wide open net here for the Gold Diggers as they look to set up the offense.
Oh man, he was so close. They had an opening, but I mean, he took his time and the opening started closing down.
Big clear here by the Speed Demons as Gold Diggers now rotate back, look for something offensively in their own backfield. Nobody home. Papa Chunky Puff with a nice little patient touch here at the mid. Gets it by Night Leaper, flicks it by another. Zethel's last man back, gets the touch. Von Rabbit pushes, pass off the sidewall. Nobody there. Papa can't get the shot. Great 50 by Kachow. And still no clear advantage. This is a stalemate.
Yeah, man, it's just back and forth. It's again, what team wants it more? I'm glad to see Night Leapers getting in it as well. Kachow is usually the one that, as we said this season, has been putting up the stats for this team. But Night Leapers also showing out really well today.
Big shot here by Kachow. Puts this one in. It squeezes it and threads the needle.
Again, that stat leader right now, Kachow, he's just, buffing his stats up. Let's keep on going. Wow, he threaded the needle for sure.
And that is another goal for Kachow here this season. Give him one to give the Speed Demons one with exactly 2 minutes to go on the clock. Kickoff underway. Kachow can't get the clear he wants off the back wall. Waffles doesn't get the touch. Von Rabbit does, and you could almost call it a calculated fake.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what they needed right there. The captain showing out, putting the team back, basically at this point 0-0 all over again.
Yeah, big one there by Von Rabbit, who has 3 shots already on this game and puts one in finally there to tie this thing up for his team in the Gold Diggers. Epic Division right here on the line in this one. This is game number 1 of a 3-game series, and for those of you who are new to the QRLS, oh, what a goal by Kachow!
Another one. You see, and I think that's gonna be the biggest thing for the Speed Demons. The passes from Zethel. I know he's a very calculated and mechanical player, and Kachow is gonna read that every time.
And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know, the QRLS plays 3 games in each single match every week, which gives every team an opportunity to potentially win 3 games in a row against their opponent, regardless of series record. 2-1 lead here by the Speed Demons as they answer quick to the Gold Diggers' answer. And with 1:30 to go, it is anybody's game still but the Gold Diggers trail and look to capitalize on some opportunities on the offensive end. Von Rabbit, big push here. Shot by Kachow again, saved this time by Waffles, and now Gold Diggers are back against the wall here for a little bit too long, longer than they would like, Alec.
Yeah, I think that's their biggest thing right now. They are. Oh, here's another one.
And give him the hat trick, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance here by last season's Rookie of the Season and this season's potential MVP candidate in Kachow. Great shot. Minute 2 to go. Gold Diggers trail.
Yeah, the Gold Diggers need to put more offensive pressure. Every time that it looks like they're going to put offensive pressure, they give out the ball, just booming it downfield.
See now Kachow can't get anything rolling here as we see Leaper with the big push into the offensive end. Kachow Back to Zethel. Zethel! What a save by Waffles!
Yeah, they need that. Now they need to convert it to some offense here.
Shot on again by Kachow. Saved this time by Papa Chunky Puff. What a redirect by Waffles. Von Rabbit's there. Chunky Puff's there. Nobody could get the touch before Zethel, however, as the Speed Demons clear this one the other way. Another save by Waffles.
Yeah, the saves are awesome, and they'll bump their... Oh, no, no, no. Oh.
Zethel already has the playmaker this game, and this time he gets the goal courtesy of the slow roll. What a shot there. 4-1. This game is over for the Gold Diggers. Moving on to game number 2, which is 20 seconds to go here, Alec.
Yeah, now it's going to be interesting to see what Von Rabbit does. Does he keep the same guys in? You know, we've noticed this game that they're on the back wall the whole time. Oh, here's another one, Zethel.
Zethel with another goal here, and it looks like the Speed Demons are finally starting to catch that vibe that they've been looking for since the beginning of the season with this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Speed Demons, I'd be leaving this one in. The offensive pressure is great. They've had control of the ball most of the game. This is going to be the chess play that Von Rabbit has to figure out now is what does he do with his team.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting call to make for sure as Kachow. Speed Demons aren't done yet. Zethel with the flick. What a save by Von Rabbit as they tried to squeeze one more in.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to bump that stat sheet up, trying to catch up to Kachow, but he's way up there right now. Let's see what happens next.
And, you know, big difference in shot totals there by both teams. Obviously, the goal totals as well. But look at the assist numbers. Every single goal was assisted on for the Speed Demons. Does that make a big difference here during the course of a game?
Oh, yeah. Rocket League, I mean, especially the threes, to me, is such a team-oriented game mode. And Zito and Kachow, like I was saying, Zito is very calculated and mechanical. Kachow, he is just a great player. And they're just going to feed off each other the whole time. But at the same time, look at how many saves they have on the Gold Digger side. If they can, you know, offer those saves, turn it into some offense, they could catch back up.
No question about it. It is going to be a very fun game number 2. We will see if the Speed Demons can win the series, their first in over a week. And we will see if we can't see the Gold Diggers even this thing up. And ladies and gentlemen, the next game is about to get underway here. We see the same lineup here for the Gold Diggers, same lineup for both squads, confirmed. Game number 2 here, Alec. Do you like the call?
I mean, is it a call because they don't have a weekend around, or is it, you know, you have that much trust in your team? I think the biggest thing right now is just Von Rabbit, you know, talking to his boys and trying to boost them up.
Papa Chunky Puff going in, pushing the offense here for the Gold Diggers. We see a big push here. Von Rabbit, this one floats up to Chunky Puff. Double tap opportunity, but what a save by Zethel.
So close. And again, they have a lot of mechanical players on their team as well. I mean, this season of QRLS has had probably the best players, I would almost argue, especially since it has one of the most players. But they're just all so mechanical, and they can do stuff with the ball that we could not do a couple seasons ago.
Papa Chunky Puff gets this one off the nose of Kachow. Gold Diggers now on their backfield. Kachow looking for a double tap, nobody home. Von Rabbit couldn't get the clear, but Chunky Puff does. Zethel hits it right off his back bumper, and this time reverses it back into the offensive end. But Von Rabbit, look at the speed there by the captain of the Gold Diggers.
Yeah, he wants it bad, and you know, he just has to get his team behind him as well.
Zethel now looking for offensive pressure. Leaper keeps this thing in, soft touch into the corner. Papa Chunky Puff booms it into the offensive zone. Speed Demons on defense. Kachow gets by one, looks to get by another. Pass to Zethel. Zethel puts one up, and an unfortunate backflip sees Zethel put one in to put the Speed Demons ahead in game number 2.
That's rough. I know he was probably trying to speed aerial to get to that ball as fast as possible. And sometimes just a little bit of too far of an analog stick makes you do that.
1 goal lead, 3:33 to go. Gold Diggers now trail by 1 once again to the Speed Demons. Zethel with the clear into the offensive zone. Von Rabbit looks to corral this thing. Nobody home. Papa Chunky Puff clear into the middle. Give them the save as well, as the Gold Diggers still on defense can't seem to formulate any sort of offensive pressure so far. Papa Chunky Puff puts this one towards the net. What a save by Kachow. What an angle.
Yeah, that was nuts. And I mean, we've definitely seen, there it is. We've seen Papa Chunky Puff put a little bit more pressure in this game, and it was just a matter of time until one of them started messing up.
3:04 to go. What an angle there by Chunky Puff there, Alec.
Yeah, that was a shot right there. And Night Leaper is so close to that ball.
Tie game here. Gold Diggers with the last punch into the back of the net, and we will see they can't take their first lead of the night here, Alec.
Oh, Zito and Kachow again, man. Passing and shooting every single time.
This is going to be a deadly duo if they can't keep them contained here. If you are the Gold Diggers, a great shot there by Zethel. This is exactly how the first game started. 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, and then the floodgates open. So let's see how this one goes. As Von Rabbit, what a shot on, forcing Kachow to make the save.
Yeah, we've seen more pressure from the Gold Diggers this game, so I'm hoping to keep it up and that the game doesn't go like game 1 did.
Gold Diggers now, big clear. Von Rabbit is there to follow. Big 50. Night Leaper with the 50 win. Zethel, what a shot, but what a even crazier save by the Gold Diggers.
Yeah, that was speedy on both sides of the ball. I didn't think Zethel was gonna get up to that fast.
2:20 to go. And ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 2 of a 3-game series. Kachow gets the save, but one that was very extended upon. Big top post shot. Waffles can't get the 50.
Wow. You see, and they're putting on the pressure. They just need one to fall in. I mean, all it took was, you know, Kachow to get a little bit of extended, try to get a save on that miss, and it was in the back of the net. So just keep putting that pressure on Gold Diggers, and then one of them will fall in.
Papa Chunky Puff, nice and patient, couldn't get by Zethel. Zethel backflips. Now we see pressure by the Gold Diggers once again, but a big clear by Kachow as we have another opportunity. Zethel couldn't get the touch he wanted. And Waffles out to Chunky Puff. Chunky Puff can't get it by Kachow, who Goombas him in. Beautiful demo. Net is wide open, but Waffles gets the touch to save a potential goal.
What a great save on that. We saw that it was open. He just came right over and over, right on top of him to disrupt the shot. Oh, Zethel, what a shot.
We see a huge goal here by Zethel. What a shot. And honestly, I'm not sure he got another touch on that. It almost looked like the Gold Diggers hit that in.
Yeah, it might have been a Cerbrongo, as we used to call him. But, I mean, it's the pressure that Zethel and Kachow are putting on this team right now.
1:16 to go. Speed Demons lead by 2 over the Gold Diggers. What a shot by Waffles! This one goes in!
Oh my god, Waffles and Papa Chunky Puff were both up for that, and he just kept on going with the ball and put it in the back of the net.
And it looked like a little bit of difficulties there for Night Leaper. Not sure what happened there, but the net was open and the Gold Diggers capitalized as we have a 1-goal game with 1 minute to go once again. And Gold Diggers all of a sudden have a sign of life once more.
Can't ever give up, and that's the one thing that right now Von Rabbit has to express to his team. You got to keep pushing on. Even with a minute left and down 1, you got to keep pushing.
3-2 game, less than a minute to go. Waffles tries to get by Leaper, but Leaper with a clutch push back into the mid. As we see this one, back wall, Zethel gets the touch. Kachow gets another. Waffles trying to push this into the offensive zone. This one might be a pass opportunity. Waffles turns back on it. Speed Demons just crisp in their defensive rotations on that possession.
Yeah, they're fast. All of them on the Speed Demons right now. Night Leaper, Kachow, Zethel, all are running around, and it's like they've been playing for multiple seasons together. They just know where each other are going to be.
16 seconds to go. Gold Diggers need a goal here to try and force overtime. Clock is ticking, and they are officially in overdrive mode as we see. Pass up. This one might be on. Waffles misses post near side. Papa Chunky Puff couldn't force it in, and the Speed Demons take the series 2-0, and we will see if they can't get the sweep in game number 3.
What a heartbreak right there at the end. Again, this is where Von Rabbit has to figure out what he's gonna do with his team. If they stay like this, maybe it wasn't Weekend's not here. Maybe he just has that much trust in this team right here. They're playing well. They just need to put more offensive pressure. But Zito and Kachal, man, they're a force to be reckoned with right now.
That game, honestly, was a lot more even than the first game, obviously. The shot totals were identical for both teams. Just the difference maker there was Zethel getting a hat trick here in game number 2.
Yeah, and it shows. I mean, all these guys have a lot of hours and time into this game. I've watched most of them, their clips and their practices and stuff like that. And I mean, they are just great players. It's the biggest thing is who's gonna have that one failure where that you can capitalize on it.
No doubt we will see if the Speed Demons can't get the sweep here in game number 3, or if the Gold Diggers are going to thwart that dream and at least end week number 4 with at least one win and avoid getting swept 3 weeks in a row. Sir Bro Dude comes into the game for the Speed Demons in game number 3 instead of Zethel.
Oh boy, let's see how this changes. I mean, again, we expressed before the game started that every game matters. Is this just Sir Brodu wants to get some time, or do you think he's also going to still pull off the win?
This could be a chess move, like you mentioned before the game started here, Alex, so we will see how that one goes. Von Rabbit, 2 big 50s to keep the offensive pressure on, especially with no boost. Waffles can't get the shot, however, but Chunky Puff corrals this thing, trying to push again, looks for the 50. Kachow doesn't quite get it by, but what a stop there by the Speed Demons.
Yeah, man, Kachow is a brick wall right now. He is, and Von Rabbit, they both had 2 big 50s right there to either put him in position to get a shot on net or to save the ball.
We have a beautiful opportunity here to see a sweep by the Speed Demons in this one if they can execute here in game number 3, or if the Gold Diggers can win their first game in 3 weeks here with 4 minutes to go, 0-0. Speed Demons already won this interdivision matchup. However, they are looking for the brooms. And Alec, we talked about this so far a lot this season, but the ability to go get the sweep and the ability to prevent being swept. Sometimes players just come out of their shell just so they don't get swept.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, we've seen, especially some even the lower rank guys that just have that drive in them, and something comes out game 3 before they're almost getting swept, and they pull it off. I mean, we also seen it in a championship where the team was down and they reverse swept to win the championship.
Yeah, season 2 finals, one of the greatest QRLS history. Speed Demons would get their 7th career sweep in franchise history if they were to sweep here tonight, but so far no real clear advantage for either side. Beautiful demo by Chunky Puff as Sir Brodude can't get the 50 that he was looking for. Night Leaper puts this one towards the net. Chunky Puff dribbling in the air. Nobody home. Kachow. Leaper's there. Can't get the shot.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker. So much in the air right there. And Leaper was back and forth trying to figure out whether he had to go back to play some defense or, play the offense. Didn't know where that ball was going. He was so close to getting it there.
2:34 to go in game number 3. We will see how the Gold Diggers can answer to the 2-game deficit. Chunky Puff looking to pass this one. What a weird roll there off the wall. Kachow passes this down. Waffles is there. What a 50 by the captain, Sir Bro Dude.
That was huge, especially since there was a double commit at first, and Sir Brodu came back and just, put the stop on that offensive pressure there.
Back wall pass. Nobody there to shoot it, though. Chunky Puff looking to get by one. Gets by one, but Kachow is in net. What a save there, top quadrant.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming down. We got 2 minutes left. Oh my, so what a close shot there.
Kachow looking to redirect here. Kisses it up to himself. Kicks it out back to the sidewall, but Von Rabbit is there to push in the offensive zone. We see 1:42 to go. Still no goal here. This could be a 1-goal game. by the end of game number 3. Von Rabbit dribbling by him, and what a shot by the captain!
What a shot there. I've definitely seen some improvement in Von Rabbit from last season to this season, and that shot right there says it all. That was an incredible shot over Kachal.
Potential most improved player candidate this season has put in the work, and it is going to show here so far in Season 4. Big chance here for the Speed Demons to even this thing up. What a save by Chunky Puff!
That was incredible save, and they need to continue that, especially with minute 20 now. They can't let them have any offensive pressure.
Waffles off the sidewall. Chunky Puff's there. Can't get the 50. Von Rabbit kisses it over one. Hits the near post.
Oh, what a heartbreak. So close there, especially with everybody low on boost. There's another one. Von Rabbit, the captain.
Von Rabbit kisses another one in, and honestly, this is the kind of confidence boost that can turn a season around if you're the Gold Diggers coming off of the week at least winning the last game of the season.
Oh yeah, for sure. That is, every win is a confidence boost, especially for next week. Yeah, they took the series loss today, but this win right here can mean a big thing for next week coming forward.
50 seconds to go, 2-goal game. Speed Demons need to switch it up here and get some offensive pressure going rather than being on their backs here most of the game. And you gotta wonder if Cecil should have stayed in this one to try and get the sweep.
Yeah, I mean, especially right now where not only does every game matter, but this sweep was important for each. Oh, there's a shot by Sir Brodu. And as soon as we're talking about Sir Brodu getting subbed in, he shows us up.
And this one's not over yet, ladies and gents. So we might see a very spicy 26 seconds here coming off the face-off. Let's see how this one plays out. Chunky Puff and Kachow, the two guys you want on this face-off, going for it. 23 seconds to go. Big pass here. That's on net. What a dagger. Give Rabbit the hat trick.
That is huge, and that's exactly what you need from your captain, just to prove that, listen, boys, we're not, even though we lost this series, we're not out of it. We need to keep scoring on this team.
What a great shot there. A dagger. You can feel it piercing the skin of the Speed Demons as they now are in familiar territory and are down by 2 with less than 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, let's see what they do. We can't ever put it down for Kachow. I mean, this year he's been putting up the stats.
5 seconds here. As soon as this hits 0, then we are guaranteed no win and no sweep. Great job, great ending there by the Gold Diggers to come back.
That was a huge game on the Gold Diggers right there. They needed that. Now we got to figure out, was that the best move for Sir Bro Dude? Was there something planned on before that, or did he just want to get some playing time himself?
That is the glorious thing about the 4-man rosters, is that we will never really know. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. This is the only match that we had here on the docket, but we have more matches coming, the next one being Wednesday night. Be sure to follow and tune in. And Alec, do you have any sort of comments left before we send these guys home?
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure, being with you, the commish himself. And season 6, we're here, man. Almost midweek. Let's see who wants it the most.
And ladies and gentlemen, please tune in on Wednesday, and don't forget to check out the Discord, the Facebook, and both merch stores that we have up linked in the link tree on the Twitch page. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Little Bucket 59, aka the Commissioner of the QRLS, and as always, keep it quick.